today I want to show you how to crochet a pumpkin, like this one. Let's do this. Okay, in this video we're going to do things a little bit differently. You can click these icons out here if you want to skip the tutorial at any point. The first one is going to be the bottom part of the pumpkin, the next one is going to be the sides, then there is the forming of the pumpkin, and then the last thing is the stem. Start by making a slip knot and chain 2. Now you're going to do 5 single crochet in the first stitch on the chain. Now join to the first stitch to form a ring. To make round number 2, chain 1. Now do 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and you're going to slip stitch in the first stitch you made. Like so. To make round number 3, you're also going to chain 1, but you're going to do 2 single crochet in the first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next. And you're going to do that 5 times, bringing you all the way around. When you get back to the beginning, again join with a slip stitch. And this is the way you're going to do it for the entire bottom part of the pumpkin. You're going to do a number of single crochet and then a increase, meaning two single crochet in one. So here we have 1 single crochet and then an increase. For the next round you're going to do 2 single crochet and then an increase. For the next again it's going to be 3 and then an increase, and 4 and then 5, and so on, until you have the desired width of your pumpkin. It is going to be a little bit smaller when we shape it as a pumpkin later, so make it a little bit bigger than you think you want. The largest round on the pumpkin I am making in this video was 7 and then an increase. Meaning that I went to, what, 9 rounds? And when you get to the end of this, please remember the largest number of stitches you did before an increase, because we're going to use that number when we decrease later. Now to make the sides, do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. When you get to the point where you'd normally join, don't join. Just put a single crochet on top of the next stitch. This will ensure that your sides are seamless. I think I might have learned to do this way back in school, and we used to sew things and then do this thing with the yarn that made it look like pumpkins. And I distinctly remember making my mom like a pincushion thing, and having the different sides of what is now in this video going to be a pumpkin, but back then we kind of made it look like a flower, so it was a flower's petals or something. Now to decrease, you're going to remember the largest number of stitches you did before an increase, and you're going to do the same thing going back. Meaning I ended at 7, so my first increase round is going to be 7, then decrease round. My first decrease round is going to be 7, then a decrease, 7, then a decrease, 5 times, and then 6 and a decrease, and so on until I reach 1. And I'm not going to finish it, I'm not going to pull it all the way tight, because the middle of this thing is going to be really tight. Now for the shaping, leave a very long tail when you cut the yarn, and then use the yarn to pierce the center, and then pull it through and over the sides to make first a cross, and then to shape the pieces in between. And you just end it by sewing in your end and cutting it off. We don't need it anymore. Now to make the stem, find some other yarn and chain 5 and join with a slip stitch. Now do 6 single crochet around your chain. And when you get back to the beginning, of course, join with a slip stitch. Now do 2 rounds where you just make 1 single crochet in each stitch. And you don't need to join. Now decrease until you only have 2 stitches on your round. Do a couple of rounds until it's high enough, and then chain at least 5. You can do more or less if you want. And then on the way back you're going to do at least 2 single crochet in each chain stitch, and preferably 3 if you can fit them in there. This will make it sort of spiral and buckle. Then slip stitch or make a single crochet back into the base part of your stem, and then cut off a long tail. Again, we're going to be using this to attach the stem to the pumpkin. You just get a tapestry needle and then sew it down through the stem and then into the pumpkin. And of course, if you have a much larger pumpkin, you might want to start with more stitches in your chain. Yeah, as I said, it gets pretty tight in there. But when you're done, you can just cut off your yarn and you're done. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.